Do you often feel numbness, tingling, or sharp pain in your feet and hands? Millions of people face these uncomfortable symptoms daily. While conditions like diabetes or vitamin deficiencies can be culprits, did you know that what you eat might also be silently worsening your nerve pain? In this video, we'll explore 15 common foods that could be contributing to your discomfort, including 3 surprising vegetables. We'll delve into the science behind it, provide healthier alternatives, and offer strategies for building a nerve-friendly diet. Let's find out how you can take control and improve your quality of life. Before diving into the specific list, let's quickly understand why diet matters. Our peripheral nerves need good blood flow to receive oxygen and nutrients. When circulation is compromised due to inflammation, blood vessel damage, or fluid retention, nerve function suffers, leading to those uncomfortable sensations. Diet can negatively impact this in several ways. Inflammation. Chronic inflammation damages nerves and blood vessels. Blood sugar spikes. High glucose levels harm nerve fibers and small blood vessels. Poor circulation. Foods affecting blood viscosity or vessel health reduce nutrient delivery. Fluid retention. Excess sodium causes swelling, putting pressure on nerves. Nutrient imbalances. Some foods interfere with the absorption of nerve-supporting nutrients. With these mechanisms in mind, let's explore the culprits in your diet. Foods that may worsen nerve pain. Starting with number 15, bacon. This popular breakfast item is a detrimental combination of high sodium content, around 190 milligrams per slice, and saturated fats, about 3 g per slice. How does this affect nerves? Sodium causes water retention, increasing blood vessel pressure. Saturated fats raise LDL cholesterol, leading to plaque buildup. Nitrates used in processing and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, from high-heat cooking can promote inflammation and tissue damage. Research shows regular processed meat consumption is associated with a 58% higher risk of developing diabetic neuropathy. Healthier alternatives include lower-fat and sodium turkey bacon, mushroom bacon, or tempeh bacon. Practical tip: if you eat bacon, pair it with high-potassium foods like avocado or tomatoes to help balance the sodium effects. Number 14. Processed hamburgers. This fast food contains a troubling combination of inflammatory ingredients. Consider the problematic components: trans fats, often in the bun and frying oil, extremely high sodium content, preservatives like sodium phosphate, and glycation products from high-temperature cooking. A 2019 study found that regular fast food consumption was associated with increased markers of peripheral neuropathy, likely due to better options. Try grass-fed beef burgers, higher in anti-inflammatory omega-3s, homemade veggie burgers. Use portobello mushrooms or sweet potato buns instead of white buns. Cooking at home gives you better control over ingredients. Number 13. Frozen pizza. Convenient, but often loaded with nerve-damaging ingredients. Healthier pizza solutions? Try cauliflower crust, use Partsca mozzarella or goat cheese, make a fresh tomato sauce at home, and load up on veggie toppings. Surprising fact: adding oregano to your pizza provides antioxidants. The crust is typically made from refined white flour, high glycemic index. Cheese can contain anti-caking additives and saturated fats. The sauce is loaded with sugar and salt, and processed meat toppings add more sodium and nitrates. One serving can contain 800 to 1,200 milligrams of sodium. This refined carb-fat combo spikes blood sugar and triglycerides. Number 12. Instant soups. These convenient packets and cups can be a sodium bomb. Some brands pack over 1,800 milligrams per serving. That's 75% of the daily value. Why are they problematic? Monosodium glutamate, MSG, may overstimulate nerve cells. Dehydrated vegetables lose nerve protective nutrients. BPA from packaging can leach into the soup, and artificial flavors can trigger inflammation. Clinical research links high-sodium diets to increased incidence of small fiber neuropathy. Better soup options? Try homemade bone broth, low-sodium canned soups, blended vegetable soups with anti-inflammatory spices, or low-sodium miso soup. Tip: add fresh garlic and turmeric to soups for their nerve-protective compounds. Number 11. Prepackaged cakes and mixes. The commercial cake industry relies on ingredients that can systematically damage nerve health. Troubling ingredients include high amounts of refined sugar, causing glycation, hydrogenated oils, containing inflammatory trans fats, artificial colors, some linked to neurotoxicity, and preservatives may alter gut microbiome. Regular consumption can lead to insulin resistance, ages, and oxidative stress. Healthier dessert ideas? Try almond flour cakes, sweetened with bananas or dates. Use coconut oil instead of shortening, and glaze with dark chocolate, 70% plus cacao. Baking tip: add cinnamon to help moderate blood sugar spikes. Number 10. Processed French fries. The standard commercial preparation creates multiple hazards for nerve health. Concerns include potatoes that are often GMO and high glycemic index, oils, typically soy or canola, high in inflammatory omega-6s. The cooking method, repeated frying creates acrylamides, and seasoning, loaded with salt and often MSG. Research found frequent fried food consumption was associated with higher neuropathy risk, increased inflammatory markers, and reduced nerve conduction velocity. Better potato preparations? Try home-baked sweet potato fries, air-fried russet potatoes, with skin on, tossed in olive oil and rosemary, and seasoned with nutritional yeast instead of salt. Important note: keeping the skin on preserves potassium, which helps counter sodium effects. Number 9. Candies and processed sweets. This aisle is a minefield of ingredients that can gradually erode nerve health. Harmful components include high fructose corn syrup, promotes insulin resistance, artificial colors, some banned in Europe, hydrogenated palm kernel oil, and preservatives like TBHQ. They damage nerves via multiple pathways: glycation, oxidative stress from blood sugar swings, inflammation from artificial additives, and displacing nutrient-dense foods. Healthier sweet options? Try fresh berries with whipped cream, dark chocolate-covered almonds, homemade fruit leathers, or date-based energy balls. Consumption tip: always pair sweets with protein/fiber to slow sugar absorption. Number 8. Regular and diet soda. Both present unique threats to nerve health. Regular soda contains huge amounts of sugar, about 10 teaspoons per can, phosphoric acid, which leaches minerals from bones, and caramel coloring that may contain the potential carcinogen 4-MeI. Diet soda isn't much better. Aspartame breaks down into formaldehyde. Artificial sweeteners alter gut microbiota and may increase sugar cravings and insulin resistance. Research links both to smaller brain volumes, higher stroke risk, and poorer nerve conduction tests. Better beverage choices? Sparkling water with lemon/lime, herbal iced teas, coconut water, natural electrolytes, or green tea, nerve protective compounds. Transition tip: gradually dilute soda with sparkling water to wean off the sweet taste. Number 7. Beer. While alcohol in general affects nerves, beer contains specific compounds, making it particularly problematic for those with nerve pain. Concerning components include alcohol, a neurotoxin in excess, carbohydrates, gluten, inflammatory for some, and mycotoxins from grains. Beer damages nerves through direct toxicity, thiamine, B1 depletion, increased oxidative stress, and blood sugar fluctuations. Clinical findings show heavy drinkers are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop peripheral neuropathy, with beer drinkers particularly vulnerable. Healthier alternatives? Try kombucha, craft non-alcoholic beers, or herbal bitters drinks. Moderation guideline: if drinking, limit to 1 serving daily with food and water. Number 6. Milk chocolate. Often seen as a harmless treat, commercial milk chocolate contains multiple ingredients that can undermine nerve health. Problematic formulation includes sugar often being the first ingredient, milk powder, which may contain oxidized cholesterol, low cocoa content, minimal flavonoids, and often includes soy lecithin, GMO concerns. It impacts nerves via sugar rush/crash cycles, saturated fats that may reduce nitric oxide, dairy proteins that can trigger inflammation, and low magnesium content. Research found dark chocolate improved nerve conduction velocity, while milk chocolate showed no benefits or sometimes worsened measures. Better chocolate choices? Opt for 70% plus dark chocolate, raw cacao nibs, or make homemade cocoa drinks with stevia. Consumption tip: choose fair trade chocolate to avoid heavy metal contamination. Number 5. White and refined breads. The standard white bread found in supermarkets has been stripped of nutrients while retaining elements that can harm nerves. Processing problems include bleached flour containing alloxan, toxic to the pancreas, added sugar, dough conditioners, and synthetic vitamins. The glycemic impact is rapid. It creates oxidative stress, promotes insulin resistance, generates nerve-damaging agents, and causes inflammatory responses. Epidemiological data show higher rates of diabetic neuropathy in populations with high white bread consumption. Healthier bread options? Try sprouted grain breads, sourdough bread, lower glycemic, rye or pumpernickel, or cloud bread egg-based. Usage tip: always toast bread to slightly lower its glycemic impact. Number 4. Processed ice cream. Commercial ice cream combines several nerve-damaging factors in one tempting package. Industrial formulation issues include a high-fructose corn syrup base, hydrogenated vegetable oils, artificial flavors and stabilizers, and often carrageenan, inflammatory. The cold factor also plays a role. The temperature causes vasoconstriction, reducing blood flow. Numbing may mask existing pain and temporarily slows nerve conduction. Dairy concerns include a 1-casein protein, which may provoke inflammation, lactose intolerance, and potential growth hormones. Better frozen treats? Try homemade banana, ice cream, coconut milk-based ice cream, Greek yogurt popsicles, or avocado chocolate mousse. Serving tip: let ice cream soften slightly before eating to reduce temperature shock. Now, for the 3 surprising vegetables. While generally healthy, these 3 can be problematic if consumed in excess or prepared certain ways. First, number 3, spinach. The main concern is its high oxalate content, which can form crystals that irritate nerves, bind calcium needed for nerve signaling, and increase kidney stone risk, indirect nerve pressure. Vitamin K can interfere with blood thinners, and goitrogens in raw form may affect the thyroid. Solutions? Blanching reduces oxalates by 30%. Pair with calcium-rich foods. Rotate with other leafy greens and limit to half a cup daily if sensitive. Number 2, broccoli. This popular cruciferous vegetable also warrants caution. Potential issues include very high vitamin K content, which can slightly thicken blood, counteract blood thinners, and affect circulation to extremities. Goitrogens may affect thyroid function. It can also cause gas/bloating, nerve pressure, and the raw form is harder to digest. Better practices? Light steaming improves digestibility. Balance with vitamin E foods. Consult your doctor if on anticoagulants. Enjoy in moderation, about 2 to 3 servings weekly. And number 1 on our list of vegetables to watch, Swiss chard. The unique concern here is the combination. Even higher oxalate content than spinach, very high potassium, which may cause fluid shifts affecting nerve pressure or electrolyte imbalances in sensitive people, and vitamin K content similar to spinach. The raw form can also irritate digestion. There could be potential interactions with nerve medications. Preparation tips? Always cook to reduce oxalates. Pair with healthy fats for nutrient absorption. Avoid if prone to kidney stones. Rotate with other greens like kale. So, after knowing what to avoid or limit, what should we eat? Let's outline a positive dietary plan for nerve health. Your daily foundations should include 1. Healthy fats, walnuts, olive oil, avocados. 2. Antioxidants, berries, dark leafy greens. 3. B vitamins, nutritional yeast, lentils. For magnesium, pumpkin seeds, almonds. 5. Hydration, herbal teas, electrolyte waters. Supplementation might be helpful, but always consult your doctor. Alpha-lipoic acid, acetyl-L-carnitine, B-complex, especially B1, B6, B12, and magnesium glycinate. Understanding the connection between your diet and nerve health gives you powerful tools for managing discomfort. While the 15 foods we discussed may contribute to nerve pain, remember that individual responses vary. The key is mindful experimentation. Eliminate suspect foods for 2 to 3 weeks while monitoring symptoms, then reintroduce carefully to identify your personal triggers. By focusing on whole, nutrient-dense foods and minimizing processed items, you create an internal environment conducive to nerve repair and healthy circulation. Small, consistent dietary improvements can lead to significant reductions in nerve pain over time. For those seeking to go deeper, consider exploring anti-inflammatory diets like the Mediterranean approach or working with a functional medicine practitioner. Your nerves are speaking. Through careful dietary choices, you can finally help them find relief. Thanks for watching.